becomes a statement because you have an individuality and you enjoy clothes and you enjoy dressing a certain way.
If I had to ask you to choose your signature statement, because you mentioned the word statement,
I think it's
what would
I think what is mine is very vintage and old world on the red carpet and for appearances, but at home I think I'm very bohemian, which is my personality. It's very bohemian. It's very it's just bohemian, I think. Yeah.
How do you think India
Easy.
has taken to fashion and style? Because it's become like a $1 zillion industry. It's suddenly, you know, it's become so huge.
People, a lot of the actresses are abusing me for it. They always call. I remember one actress, a very big actress actually, telling me, "Sonam, why did you do this? You know how much money I'm paying my stylist right now." I was like, "Well, I don't pay my stylist. It's my sister." Or I just style myself. I was like, you just have to be yourself. And there are lots of celebrities back in Hollywood who kind of style themselves if they have their like a Tilda Swinton and Kate Blanchett, Blake Lively. They have their own style, and you know it's very distinct. I think that's what it is. But because as movie stars, we have such a huge say in what the market is going to be like, whether it's in movies, whether it's the ads, that's what we get. You know, it's movies and cricket, right, in India. So we've all started dressing a certain way and started wearing makeup and stuff like that. So I think that's where the industry has grown, right? We fortunately or unfortunately, in good ways and bad ways, set trends. So we have to be very careful of what we do and what we say.
Talking of distinctive or distinct, another thing is Nirja. So, you know, I mean, every actor has a process when they do a role, when they work in. How was the Nirja? Like, did you have to break yourself down completely? How was the Nirja process?
I don't know if it's a bit. I don't want to self-promote or give myself any importance. So I think it's just important to talk about Nirja herself. My process into getting into the role and stuff like that, I think is irrelevant. I don't want to self-grandize, you know, in any way. So all that is completely irrelevant. I spoke about it during Ranjana and during my other films where I have a process and stuff like that. I use the same process here, but for me, it's important that people understand who she is and her story, because. What she was extremely principled. And she always believed in doing the right thing. I did all this research on her, and I spoke to all her friends and her family and people who knew her, who worked with her. There are a lot of photographers and ad filmmakers, iconic ones, who worked with her. And her, you know, her crew members and the passengers and everybody. I spoke with them, and they all said that she was only interested in doing the right thing. And it didn't matter what it was. It was the principle of the thing. It was always a principle of the thing. And that is important. And that's what I learned from it. So it's not what I brought to the film, it's what the film brought into my life. What I learned was I was basically on shaky ground for a couple of years. I've always been known to be someone, I think, who has an opinion, who says the right thing, who always wants to do the right thing. And a lot of people are not okay with it. So there's a lot of negativity because I'm not compromising on a lot of things. And I was like, you know what? I'm getting backlash for being who I am anyway. I might as well become this person. But then this film came at the right time. And it taught me that a girl who was only 23 years old, she did this. She faced fear. And that's the most important thing, Jitesh. When you're scared and you still do the right thing, when you know that there's going to be something that's not right that's going to happen to you, but you're still like, it doesn't matter. And she did it on another level. She lost her life doing it. But it's a silly thing. Like, for example, going on Twitter and standing up for the right side. It's scary because you'll have a lot of people being negative. The media might not take it the right way. You know, you might have morchas outside your house. You don't know. But you still need to stand up for it. And I also feel being diplomatic and not taking sides is also wrong. Because at the end of the day, you're actually encouraging the person who is not doing the right thing. So by not taking a stand, according to me, is also not the right thing to do anymore in this day and age. Because a lot of negative things are happening in the world right now. So I always think you need to take the stand, you need to do the right thing, and that's, so I just inculcated that principle back into my system. Because I always did that, because you know when you come and you're young and idealistic, and that's why I think it's important for people to see this film, because she was petrified. Anybody you ask in the plane, they were like, she was literally shaking and scared, but she always tried to do the right thing at that point. And so it was her fear versus courage, and her courage took over, which I think is amazing. And you feel like this only happens in the movies, but this actually really happened in real life. And that's why it makes that's why people are reacting to it the way it is, because it's a biopic, it's Neerja, it's got me starring in it, it's not a big commercial film, and suddenly people are like, it's loving just the promo is because people want to be this person. Yeah.
What a lovely thought. Courage takes over fear. Now I leave the floor open to other members of the press if there are any questions.
Hi. Thank you.
You want to give her this mic?
Just
Hello. Yeah. So, Sonam. Yep. So, Sonam, coming back to style, you know, you are the true fashion icon, and we all look up to you. But then, you know, recently you have been compared to Athia Shetty, and everyone says that, you know,
shouldn't it be the other way around?
I mean, Athia is also compared to you, and they say that, you know, she's the next style icon after Sonam Kapoor. So what do you have to say about that? Do you still... do you
More
feel
the merrier. I love Atya. I think she's incredibly beautiful, and she's very sweet, and I think she's like a gazelle. I think she's very beautiful.
Though it's too early to say that, but after watching Nirja's trailer, people are saying that it's going to be a turning point in Sonam's career. So what is your take on that?
They say that with every film. When will the turning point come? No, I think they said that during Ranjana. I think I need to give credit where credit's due. Anand Rai was the one who recognized me first, and that's where my turning point came. I've got Prem Ratan Dhan Payo, Neerja. I got the opportunity to work with Disney for the first time, all because of the success of Ranjana. And I had successful films. I had Delhi 6, I had Savarya, I Hate Love Stories. I have an incredible filmography, but I do very few films. I do 1 or 2 films a year, and so people tend to forget that I've had successful films before. So Neerja releases, and touch wood, it'll do well. People will forget, and then the next film will come, and that might also again be my turning point. Yes, hi. I can't hear you, my darling.
Will somebody give her a mic?
Hi Sonam, my name is Sonu. I want to ask this, according to you, what is fashion? What is style up?
Style is an expression of an individual, you know. You need to have individuality to have style. Being fashionable and being stylish are 2 different things. And style is just being able to carry clothes off no matter what you wear. You should be able to wear a bag and be stylish in it. Being fashionable is completely different. I hate it when people call me a fashionista. I rather people call me stylish. It's okay, I can hear you. If you speak loud enough, I can.
Like fashionable clothes and all, we can become stylish.
I think it's...
Or there must be different qualities and all.
You have to have an individuality. You need to be yourself to be stylish.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. जी, obviously देखा है.
उनको कैसा लगा?
बहुत ही पसंद आया, उन्होंने फिल्म भी देखी है।
सुपर।
लेके आपके ऊपर खासकर क्योंकि पूरी फिल्म आपके ऊपर डिपेंड है ये।
ये आई थिंक मेरी 5वीं फिल्म है। आई हैव डन 10 फिल्म्स, आउट ऑफ दैट 6 फिल्म्स आई हैव डन व्हिच आर सोलो फिल्म्स, 7 फिल्म्स। तो वो रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी हर फिल्म के साथ होती है एंड मतलब काम तो करना पड़ेगा, पर जब आप 100% देते हो, मैंने हर फिल्म में 100 या 200% देती हूँ। जब मेरा काम ख़त्म हो जाता है एक्टिंग का और प्रमोशन का, तो मेरा काम ख़त्म हो जाता है। उसके बाद भगवान जा रहे हैं और लोग जाने।
पूरी फिल्म आपके ऊपर डिपेंड होती है।
जी, मैं ऐसे सोच के फिल्म करती नहीं हूँ।
One last question I have time for.
हेलो सोनम, आजकल बायोपिक बहुत ट्रेंड में है, जैसे रिसेंटली अभी बाजीराव मस्तानी आई और अभी आपकी निर्जा आ रही है, सो व्हाट यू थिंक? वो फ्री।
हाँ हाँ ठीक है, तो मैं क्या बोलूँ आपको, कैसे Is it a trend? But one or two films a year does not make it into a trend. There are like how many films in Bollywood do we have in a year? 300, 400. Out of that, 2 or 3 films a year. Anything that is a good story is something good to make. Content is king.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you,
so
members of
much.
the media. Thank you,
Thank
Sonam,
you.
for inspiring us in more ways than one. Thank you, Mr. Jitesh, for joining us here. Before we end, we'd like to thank our hospitality partner, Olive Bar and Kitchen, for this lovely afternoon, and especially all of you, members of the media, for taking time out and joining us here. This is your MC for the day, Himanshi, signing off. Have a absolutely splendid day ahead. Thank you.